Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. This is day 3 of our Horizon 5 videos. Before we get into today's video though, I do want to start things off by saying a massive thank you to each and every one of you who checked out our Forza Horizon 5 gameplay on day 1 or day 2. If you haven't seen those videos just yet, I will link to them in the description down below. Both of those videos though were actually trending worldwide on YouTube, was just insane. We welcomed in over 10,000 new subscribers here on the channel. The hype around this game is mind-blowing, so thank you so much for all of the subscriptions, the likes, all of the positive comments. It really does mean so much. So if you are new around here, hi! My name's Nick. I play a bunch of car games on the channel here. Anyways though, without further ado, let's jump into the Forza Horizon 5 stuff. Just this morning, I submitted another massive list of questions that I got from you guys over to the Forza Horizon 5 developers, so hopefully we'll get some more answers for you guys soon about some questions that you want answered. Keep those questions coming along and I will keep messaging the developers with more of them. Today though, I wanted to go more in depth into the Forza Horizon 5 campaign as well as Forza Horizon 5 seasons. I also have some more details about the map, some cool things that are in there, as well as there are some things that are and are not coming to Forza Horizon 5 that I wanted to talk about. Let's start things off with the Forza Horizon 5 campaign. So the developers have been very, let's call it, picky in what they've told us so far, so we don't have all the details, but here is what we know. The Forza Horizon 5 campaign is actually an expedition all across Mexico, where you've got to go and discover landmarks, travel through biomes, and meet up with characters along the way. As you're doing all of this, you'll be earning stars. I'm not sure exactly what they're called. I mean, they look like a star, so I'll call them stars. But you get stars for pretty much everything in this game. For example, finding this Mayan temple, you get 50 stars for that. Finding this special piece of Mexican art on the side of one of the buildings, that is 150 stars. You'll even unlock stars for doing certain things in certain cars. For example, the player was driving around in a Koenigsegg Jesko and unlocked fast car, go fast for 200 stars. Now, the developers won't actually tell me what these stars are actually used for, but if I had to guess, I would imagine once you've achieved enough of these stars, they'll be used as like fandom or reputation. And once you have enough reputation, you'll be allowed to expand the Horizon Festival and build a second or even a third Horizon Festival in the map, because that's what the devs already confirmed. I don't know if that's what stars are actually going to be used for. The devs won't tell me, so we'll have to wait and see. I would imagine there's going to be more news on the Horizon 5 campaign in a couple of weeks or months. Regardless though, I think that sounds really, really cool. I can't wait to see what these stars are actually used for. They're probably not even called stars, but we'll see. I also wanted to talk about the Forza Horizon 5 seasons, because over the past couple of days, I've been getting 2 questions from you guys. 1, are seasons returning for Horizon 5? And 2, how do the seasons actually work? Is there gonna be winter? So number 1, yes, seasons are returning for Horizon 5 the exact same way they did in Horizon 4. Every single week, the season will change over, bringing new events, challenges. You'll be able to unlock new cars as the new season rolls in, and so on. Exactly the same way it did in Horizon 4. However, number 2 is where things change up a little bit. Yes, you do still have summer, fall, winter, and spring, all the usual types of stuff, but they're a little bit different because the weather in Horizon 5 is actually localized to the region. You know how in Horizon 4, if it was raining across the entire map. There was no diversity. Well, in Horizon 4, things are a little bit different. For example, the winter in Mexico is actually considered the dry season. So if you go all the way up to the top of the volcanoes and up to the tallest mountains, you will actually see that those mountains are going to be covered in snow. You might get snowstorms, blizzards, and so on the top of those mountains. But if you actually drive down the mountains, drive down to the beach, for example, it is going to be blazing hot. There is not going to be any snow in sight. What that also means is in the dry season, that's where you're going to get those crazy dust storms that you can see on the screen here. You basically can't see anything on your screen. They are super, super intense. All you need is a big gust of wind and suddenly you're in the middle of a dust storm and you can't see where you're going. Super cool. On the other hand, the summer is actually considered the wet season for Mexico. So that's where you're going to be experiencing all of those super intense tropical storms that are new for Horizon 5. In real life for Mexico, they basically have most of their hurricanes around the summer and the fall, actually. What I find almost cooler than the crazy weather is just how localized the weather is. Because like I said, say for example, you and your friends are chilling down on the beach on a lovely sunny day. You could look behind you and see a massive storm rolling in. And you could actually go drive over there, play around in the rain while your friends are actually on a lovely sunny day. Super, super cool. We've never had that in Horizon before. You'll love to see it. I also briefly wanted to talk about Forza Horizon 5 mods. Because yes, as some of you guys pointed out, if you jumped onto the Xbox store, the Steam page, for example, it said the Forza Horizon 5 actually supported mods. That is not the case. They do not have mod support. Somebody over at Xbox or Microsoft, somebody clicked the wrong button. That was a mistake. There is no mod support for Horizon 5. I also wanted to point out 2 more Forza Horizon 5 map things. Number 1, yesterday, the developers actually told us and confirmed that Forza Horizon 5's highway is actually the biggest highway they've ever made for a Horizon game. It goes from corner to corner. We don't know yet if it's going to be filled up with massive straights or curves. Regardless, though, should be super, super cool. I'm really hoping, though, we have a good place to max top speed our cars. That would be awesome. And number 2, I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, actually, but for 2 days, I didn't notice that Forza Horizon 5 had a train running through it until you guys pointed it out to me in my comments. You can actually see again in this Koenigsegg Jesko section. I thought this was just like a piece of road that you could drive across. No, that is the train tracks that runs above the road. Super cool. Obviously, on day 1, we will be stomping on the brakes in front of the train, seeing how far the train can yeet us across the map. Cannot wait for that. And last but not least, I don't know how many of you guys actually noticed this, but drone mode is back in Forza Horizon 5. However, again, it works a little bit differently, at least it seems, to Horizon 4. I've already asked the developers to clarify this, but it seems like from this gameplay that you can actually enter drone mode without pausing your game. I'll ask you guys the question as well, but what do you think the controller layout, like the standard controller layout for Horizon 5 is gonna be? Because apparently we can enter drone mode with a single button press and not opening the map, so you need a button for that. And we already know that you can open and close your convertible roofs by pressing down on one of the thumbsticks. I've asked the developers about drone mode for some more details, but again, we will stay tuned. So there you guys go. That is everything we know about Forza Horizon 5 right now. Like I said, I submitted a bunch of questions over to the developers today. I don't know when we'll hear back, but when we do, I'll be making some more videos here on the channel for you guys about Forza Horizon 5, covering the new gameplay and stuff like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!